Hey everybody, I am back with the third box here. We're just going to go ahead and crack this well. I've already cracked it. We're going to go ahead and thumb through the cards here really quick and see what kind of stuff we get. So in the last box I told you guys, or during the last box I told you guys that we're going to be doing Khans of Tarkir. Like I said, hope you guys can make it. If anybody's in the area, it's 25 bucks. There is price support. It's just a pack from the actual burlap sack that I have that holds the prize packs. I love it. Body Snatcher. What is this? Urza's Destiny Legacy Saga? I'm not sure which one that is. Legacy. Maybe that's a Legacy. Or Destiny. I can never remember which one exactly that is. I think the Gears is Legacy. Or maybe the Hammer. I'm not even going to try here. What is the list? Good question. A collection of mostly commons and uncommons from throughout Magic's history that mostly have no value. I really shouldn't say that. Because the list is... I like the list. But I'm not the first person to say that the list should be maybe a little better curated, to be honest. I mean, there's nice hits and stuff in there. It just feels bad when you pull a common from the previous set in the list. It just is. It just feels bad. There's nothing cool about it. I see a list card right there, actually. Hey, Shipwreck Marsh. Awesome. Bayhook Angler. Relentless Rats. Everybody loves Relentless Rats. 10th edition. This card will probably always be worth about $1, unless they come out with like triple masters, and every pack is just Relentless Rats. Like in the pack, there's 15 cards, all Relentless Rats. Then it'll go down in price. But until then, you need a lot of them to run your deck. So it's going to be worth a lot of money. I shouldn't say a lot of money. It's going to be worth a consistent amount of money over time. There are some cards in Magic's history that are just iconic, and they stand out. Everybody knows them. Relentless Rats, that's one of them. Foil, Old Sticky Fingers, and Arlen, Voice of the Pack. For some reason, I have like a bunch of these that I have not listed yet. I don't know if they're worth anything, but if they were, I probably would have listed them by now. So Lear is one of the more expensive cards. I believe this was around $10 last time I looked, but I'm not 100% certain. Camel Grove, and we got Vadric, Astral Archmage. The tokens in this set are pretty decent, actually. I like them. But the art on them is not as good as the Commander Legends Battle for Baldur's Gate. Those tokens, absolutely fantastic. Moonveil Regent. For a while, this thing was like really expensive. And I think it dropped down to like $4 or $5, and it might have gone even further. Hey, there's, was that Masters 20, Masters 25? Yeah. Swifty Foot boots. Love those. Briar Bridge Tracker. Dang, I can't talk. I've been drinking sweet tea all morning, and the sugar, at least for me, like coats your mouth, I guess. Oh, I put those in the wrong stack. How could I do that? Moving too fast. Yeah, it like coats your mouth, so I keep finding myself like messing up. And then that's just my nature as well. So growing up, basically all my life, I have had, I guess I just maybe talk too fast or don't enunciate my words correct, all the way or whatever. Especially when I start talking faster. My parents have always said, "Oh, you're mumbling again." He mumbles. Always mumbling. Yeah, that's probably true. I mean, I just kind of laugh at it now. I don't. I try to be conscious of it, but at some point, that's like trying to make me switch hands, switch dominant hands because I'm left-handed. I'm never gonna change. Although I can write with my right hand, it's just absolutely terrible. Agravatum, it's a good one. Light Up the Night. I'm both surprised and disappointed that so far there has not been... So Infernal Grasp is actually that's a good common. There has not been a daggum Meat Hook Masker yet. I mean, I get they're rare. I get it's a mythic. But come on, like, this is 3 boxes in. There's not a single one. I mean, we got a Soltari Monk, so that's cool, I suppose. From, was that Tempest? Yeah, Tempest. I don't think I saw any Considers yet, to be honest. We got a Pithing Needle. Not good. I don't know what to do with these tokens here. What I used to do is I would take those and I would glue 2 of them together so it's just slightly taller than a normal magic card, and I would use that as a divider. Just take a glue stick, stick 2 of them together. They actually make really good dividers, to be honest. There we go, Consider. But otherwise, there's no real value to those ad cards. There's no listing for them on TCG Player. Not that anybody would want to buy them, I would think. Infernal Grasp. But I do include them when I'm building my complete sets. I include all of those because in the older sets, sometimes there were multiple. And they would have different art, like in the Gate Crash and Return to Ravnica. Also, real quick, just to note, the way they print these set boxes is, you'll notice patterns, and I've noticed this like when I'm going through these and I'm going to list them. You'll pull out some of the same cards together all the time. Like, for example, Secrets of the Key and Consider. If we look back, we've got Secrets of the Key and Consider. You'll see a lot of times, like very often, that 2 cards will always be together. Like in Kaldheim, you've almost always got Youthful Valkyrie with, you know, I can't remember what the other Valkyries, but with another Valkyrie. Elspeth Conquers Death. The foil of this is very nice. So I don't know exactly like what that is called, you know, why that happens. But just the way they print these boxes in particular allows you to have these patterns repeat over and over again. And you'll notice that when you're going through them afterwards. I looked at these things way too long. I really want to get a Rokus Order, but they're 25 grand. And if you do the, you know, like the XL that holds more cards and it has, you know, like some other functionality, it's like 30 grand. Not to say that it's a bad investment, because I think it's a great investment. I just don't have 25 grand or enough cards to keep that thing busy for probably more than a couple days. So for now, I'll just do it myself. And then when I get a place, then I'll be able to do it. So I've never seen this before. 2 commander cards in the same pack. I thought you could only get 1. But we've got 4 rares in this pack, actually. That's impressive. And a list card, Signpost Scarecrow from Throne of Eldraine. That's an interesting pack. I've not had that happen before that I can think of. Alright, another Slowgurk, Storm Skrillex. And we're almost done. Only a couple more packs here. Probably like 5 packs left. Morbid Opportunist. That's one that kind of sells pretty well. You'll notice that some commons and uncommons, even if they're not expensive, just some of them tend to sell like really fast. And these lands, while they're not super valuable, there are always people that are investing in unique lands. And these are no exception. The only difference is there's just still a lot of supply on the market of those, so the price hasn't crept up really all that much yet. But I would imagine it will. And in the end, those things usually settle around $1. The foils can be a lot higher, just depends on the particular art and what the desirability of that art is. But yeah, these lands, I would have to expect that later on, the foils are probably going to settle around $1. and the non-foils probably around 50 cents. That is, if they aren't secretly hoarded. And you know, there's people out there that'll go out and they'll buy hundreds of copies of lands that they really like. I did that with Modern Horizons 2, the foil etched basics. I bought 50 of each, and I still have them. I use those for drafting. They're my, you know, pre-made draft land base. But then you'll have other people that you know, they buy bricks of these. You know, they might buy 200, 100, you know, 300, 1,000, and they'll sit on them for a long time. And then later down the road, they'll get damaged by floods or, you know, mold or mildew, dirt, dust, and then they get destroyed. And then the other ones that are still out in the market, you know, when people find out that, hey, there's not a whole lot of these out there, then they start creeping back up. Zendikar, original Zendikar extended art foil lands, they're quite expensive for what they are. I'm sure at the time they weren't, but they've crept up over time, including the regular ones as well. I see them all the time. So I got one more of these boxes, and then hopefully after this, I'm going to be doing the Double Masters 2022. But I can't get them until Friday, so it's going to have to be a couple days, and then we'll see how many I can get. I know I'll be able to get at least one, right? But more than that, I'm hoping to get 6 or 7. And I've still got some Modern Horizons 2 collector boosters. If anybody's interested, shoot me a message. I'll cut you a deal on them. I've got like 5. I've got, yeah, 5 of those boxes left and most of a 6th. I'll cut you a deal on a box or 2 if you want to buy one. Ship it out for free, you know, all that stuff. And hopefully you can crack them on YouTube as well. We can see what you get, or keep them for, you know, an investment. So, got one more box. Until next time, I will catch you guys later.